Hey everybody, Squid Vicious here with another Vicious video. I wanted to show you a couple of other items I just got. I'm going to show you this first one here. This is from a company called Joyoldelf. This is a cigar ashtray set. And I just got it in the mail today, so I'm going to go ahead and unbox it for you. And we're going to take a look and see what this has. So, this was actually kind of neat because, of course, I like stuff like this. So here is the ashtray that is concealed in this plastic. And take a look at that. This is actually kind of neat because I wanted to show you how they um, have cigar storage here. So first of all, this is made out of wood and it has a little bit of a lighter tone to it. Here you have the coaster and here you have the ashtray, and the ashtray is removable. And it also has a small drawer here in the front. And this drawer here is, it's not too bad, big a size. And here was one of the things that really caught my eye. Here is the humidor. This actually has a humidor right underneath where the coaster is. Comes with the um, humidifier, comes with a cutter, and it comes with feet that you can go ahead and put on the bottom of this. It also comes with a dropper, as you see here. So these feet are going to go on the bottom. At the bottom, there are no feet or anything else yet, so they give you feet for that. And of course, the humidifier, as I've told or said many, many times, I'm not a big fan of these. Here's the thing, though: if you do want to use them, go ahead and use it for a while. If you start noticing some mold or weird smell or something, um, probably want to remove it and throw a bow to pack. But it does come with a little sticky thing here that you can go ahead with Velcro and put on the back of this that you can go ahead and put in this. I really, really like this idea of having the humidor here. It does actually have, looks like it has a cedar strip on the bottom. See if I can maybe get it out. Yes, it does have a cedar strip at the bottom. It is all wood. It's actually like a little bit of a thicker cedar board and does smell pretty tasty. Um, this probably might hold maybe about 10 sticks in here. So what I'm going to do is, of course, I'm going to go ahead and season it. Now, something this small, you may want to go old school and just wipe it down, let it sit for 24 hours, and then go ahead and start using it. But obviously, of course, I would like to test the hygrometer on here because this hygrometer, of course, right now it's set to about 59%. And you know me, I'm going to want to go ahead and test that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the humidifier aside. Um, does not have a groove to put this, and you really don't need one because you have a drawer here for it. So the drawer is where you can go ahead and store your cutter, store your lighter, and any other kind of accessories that you have. Okay. But I am going to go ahead and I am going to season this like I normally would. Um, Something this small, you might get away with doing it for a week, but I would prefer to do it probably about 2 weeks just to see, just to make sure. The other thing to also consider about any humidifier is checking to see about the seal, because some of these may not have a very good seal, but we are going to test and see whether or not this holds some humidification. So, excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and put an 84% pack in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this and we're going to get an 84% Bovida pack. And we're just going to go ahead and lay that in there. I'm not going to put a digital hygrometer in there just yet. So we're going to leave it sit and close this up. Let this sit for 2 weeks and we'll see what we get. Okay, everybody, it's been about 2 weeks, and I wanted to go ahead and season this little humidor section of this new item that I got. I know it's a little bit overkill, but I like to be thorough. So what I did is I put an 84% Boveda pack in here. And if you take a look at the hygrometer, it's at about 79%. And here is the pack, and the digital says about 72. So this might not be as accurate, but anyway, this really isn't really considered to be a long-term storage kind of place, but this is maybe a little bit higher. It might need to be calibrated. So it's probably about you know, it's actually about 9% or so higher than what this was. But anyway, like I said, for short-term storage, I think this is pretty good. The things you have to think about, obviously, with any kind of humidor is if there's any kind of gaps in here, that some of that might leak out. Might look a little bit here, a bit wide here. But this does have a magnet. It's located right here, which makes that stick and keeps that closed. So, like I said, for short-term storage, I think it's a neat item to go ahead and have. The other issue that I actually found with this, not that that was a real major issue, but this came with some feet, some little Velcro feet you can put on the bottom here. So it's not, it's not going to get ruined or scratched up. The only problem I have with these is I can't peel these off. I mean, I um, try a razor and all this stuff. These just don't peel off very easily. I even try to dig in it a little bit here. This just isn't coming off. And it does give you quite a few of them, but one of them that I did happen to try and peel back, uh, this isn't sticky here. This is not really that sticky. And I'm thinking that this should be like a thin layer to come off. You can stick on the bottom, but to be honest with you, it's not really a big deal because you can go to Walmart and get a pack of these for like, I don't know, $1 or a couple bucks. I actually had 4 extra ones, and I put 4 of them on here, just stuck around the bottom. Let's see how long they last. Those are actually kind of like the round ones. Um, but you can find all kind of ones. Like I even had these two that you could peel off the back and stick them like right on the bottom, maybe on the corners or in the middle or something like that, so that you can have that. But yeah, this isn't too bad. I mean, it's going down a little bit right now. So the calibration on this, if it needs it, is about 6-7% off than what the electronic one said. So you can either mentally remember that, or if you want, you could pop this hygrometer out from the back and you can calibrate it. But I'm not going to, because this is really just for more or less for short-term storage here. But like I said, this ashtray comes out. So whenever you want to dump the ashtray, go ahead and dump that out. Or if you don't want to use that, you don't have to. But I really like this piece because I like how this is like a full, just like almost like a typical humidor for the most part. But nice piece, comes from Joyoldelf, and check it out and see if you like it. And happy smoking to you, and enjoy. So, like I mentioned, this is actually kind of a nice little piece to have. This humidor is really more for short term. Now, I just wanted to let people know, whenever you buy any of these products, and even if you get some travel humidors, they may give you one of these humidifiers here. Now, personally, as you may have seen in a couple of my other videos, I'm not a big fan of these, because inside these are typically made out of foam inside here. And I think for short-term use, it'll probably be okay. But after a while, this is going to develop some mold in here, and you're not going to like that. But even this one here came with the humidifier, I think, I'm pretty sure, that typically sat in here. Maybe this one didn't. But I had one of these with one of the other ones. Now, what I would suggest, is either use one of these Bovida packs in here instead, or, since it's something this small, I would recommend that you get one of these HumiCare uh, things, also sticks. These are humidification sticks. They're almost the same size. What's nice about this is that these have beads in them. And if you go ahead and initially, maybe use some of this HumiCare solution on here, cigar juice or something similar, or distilled water, and fill this up and let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then those beads will swell up. And then if you want, you can simply lay this in here for humidification, or if you want to mount it somewhere, if you happen to have like a humidor, just get a couple of those little square things of velcro, where you can go ahead and stick one here and then go ahead and mount it inside a humidor, whether you have a very small one here or not. These are also great, if when you slide them in one of those acrylic humidors, the stand-up ones. But these are a lot better than these. Now, like I'm saying, I'm not slighting the manufacturers for including these, because these are very cheap. These HumiCares, these are probably about anywhere between like $7 to $8 that you can get. I don't really know how much these are, but a lot of them will buy these in bulk and include them with some of your humidors or travel humidors or something to that effect. Or it might even be a sponge inside here. I would say short-term use this. But if you start, if it starts smelling weird, or you start noticing maybe some mold or something like that, get rid of this and use something like this. These are nice. Or use a Bovida pack or something like that. But as I mentioned, this is a really nice piece. I really, really like it. I like having this drawer here too. Like I said, it comes with the cutter and the dropper and everything. But like I said, for humidification, if you want, get one of these, mount it on here if you like, or use a pack. That's probably your best bet, I think. Okay. So again, happy smoking to you, and enjoy yourself.